Hey guys, your buddy Pete here, HVAC Greatness. Hope everybody's doing good today. Hopefully, if you pick this up, you're in July. You're out there knocking them down. Do what you got to do to extend that July right on through August, September, October, right through Christmas if you can do it. But anyway, I wanted to share something with you. I had an interview yesterday, and I just posted it there. It's number 11 with Kelly McKay over at Service HQ. Sharp guy. It was really cool because, you know, when I started my business, I began as a service technician. I started my business, so did he. But he's also doing some consulting, some training on the side to help other business owners, which is really cool because that's always missing. And he made the comment. He says, "Look, guys, just keep doing what you're doing. You'll get there." And I thought it was really good advice, but there was an assumption attached to that, and that is that you're doing the right things. Keep doing the right things. Now, let's talk about this. I'm referring to your shiny you, and this will make sense here in a minute. But for those of you who don't know, I've got a place down in Medellin, Colombia, and I spend a lot of time in Colombia, and it's a different country. It's a different culture. It's a different language. It's a different eating style. They love American stuff, sure, but they're kind of unique. And a buddy of mine who's American decided to buy a little corner bakery and convert it to a hamburger stand. And once he got in, he decided he wanted to lean on the bakery. And so he's half in the bakery, half in the hamburger stand. And it wasn't doing really good. And so he's losing money. Okay. Well, he keeps losing money month after month after month, keeps putting money back into the business. And I told him, I said, take and fix this place up. It's not well lit. You need to paint it. You need to bring it up, put some menus up there with, you know, how they put the images, the really delicious looking images of all the different things they offer. Yeah, he had none of that. And of course he wouldn't listen. And, you know, he was guided like you and I by that internal compass. You know, I've got good food. They need to appreciate my good food. I do good work. They need to appreciate my good work. Right. And so he didn't think about his customer avatar. His customer avatar, the old customer, was saying, you know, why don't you offer this? You know, why don't you have this to add to the hamburgers, or what, you know, everybody else does? Why don't you, you know, because this isn't a Colombian restaurant, it's an American hamburger place, you know, and it is what it is. And he was losing money pretty much every month. Ultimately, the landlord approached him and said, listen, another company is interested in this spot. Would you be willing to leave? I'll let you out of your lease early. Well, he jumped all over that. And so he was out. Well, fast forward 30 days, a company moves in there, gutted everything, painted it, did all the lighting, all the things we were talking about, and made a hot dog stand, not a hamburger. But they sold hamburgers, but it was a hot dog stand. And it had that franchise feel, right? They crushed it. They're killing it. They're lined around the corner. I mean, on the weekends, there's all these like little Colombia's leather motorcycles. There's all these motorcycles parked in there, little Honda, you know, 125s and Yamaha 150s or whatever. And so they're all parked in there and they're just eating that stuff up. This company is crushing it. And I asked my buddy, I said, well, what do you think of that? He was pretty upset about it. But that's the story. And just to bring that home, right around the corner down on the main drag, I have another friend. He is from Paris, France, and he was a chef back in France, and he decided to open up a restaurant, and he did something similar. He didn't fix the place up. They had these like flower beds that were elevated, and they had kind of like sawgrass, long grass that was coming out of there, and it was just kind of had a weird vibe to it. He had two big old golden retriever dogs that would just lay around, and, you know, nice guy, nice dogs, but, you know, you're eating. And we went and ate there one time, and my girl pulled out a dog hair, you know, and I mean, I'm just saying, he went probably 6-8 months, and he finally folded and he got out of there. Some Peruvians moved in, cut all that grass crap down, trim that stuff down, put some proper plants in there, redid the atmosphere, put some partitions to give a feeling of enclosure where needed, openness where needed, had like a projector screen, and just, they spent some money and they fixed it up. They opened up their Peruvian restaurant. I walked by, the place is jam-packed, loaded. You see, if you don't an appeal to your customer avatar, if you haven't done your demographic homework, if you don't know who you're selling to, then you don't know where you're going to go. You don't know where you're going to end up. This is an example that I learned from somebody else, and I love to still use. You pull up to the gas pump. You have 3 selections of fuel, and you always go for that cheaper fuel, and you put it in there. That's fine. A lot of people with that mindset are thinking, why would anybody pay more for that stuff when this works just fine? Then on the other side of the pump, somebody's pulling their vehicle in. They're putting premium fuel in their car. They look over and they see somebody putting that basic stuff in, and they're thinking, why would anybody put that crap in their car? You see, customers have different buying styles. Whose buying style does your business appeal to? There's a very good reason that these homeowners want to know how long you've been in business, how well established you are. There's a very good reason that they're appealing to these big franchise-looking heating and air conditioning companies who are big. Oh, Pete, they're bigger than we are. We can't get any good employees. You ever stop and think that maybe they're big because they know how to draw the right employees? Well, Pete, they charge more money than we could ever get, because they're a big company. You ever stop and think maybe they're a big company because they know how to charge and get more? It is all about perceived value. From the wrap around your truck, it made today look like a freaking NASCAR with all these decals and different brands and credit cards and financing options and just all this stuff on there. But look at the big boys. Look at what they do. They've got a simple, usually a vectorized logo, kind of an animated, big, simple, who they are and what they do, and there may be a phone number, and there's a reason that works. Okay. Less is more. When you look at their websites, when you look at the uniforms that their employees are wearing, when you look at everything that they do, it is more professional than 99% of your heating and air conditioning contractors out there. But do you know what? I know because I did this. You can I started when I was about 4 or 5 employees. We upgraded our system. We changed our uniforms, our vehicles. We changed our processes. This is where it's at. The process from the way you answer the phone, the process, the way that service technician interacts with a house, the comfort advisor, the follow-ups, anything to do with the customer, everything had a process, and it was polished. It was shiny. We had a shiny process for everything. Next thing you know, we're attracting the good employees. Biggest carrier dealer in the county, right around the corner. We start getting their employees. They start coming to us. True story. Little old us, who are we? Next thing you know, we're 7 employees, 8 employees, 10 employees, 12 employees, 14 employees. It just snowballs. And you got to have everything in balance. We went up on our prices. We had a shift. We started appealing not to the offer-based customers. I'm looking for a special offer. I'm looking for a discount. I'm looking for this. Look at that. I mean, that's part of the game, yeah. But there's a type of customer. They're less concerned about that diagnostic fee and how much it is, and they're more concerned about your stability. Who are you sending to my home? Work release program tech. Who are you sending? So there's a host of different things that we need to consider, and that's what I'm asking you to remember. It's the things that you do that will get you there. It's the things that you don't do that will prevent you from getting there. It's the things that you do wrong that will absolutely stop you, and you'll never get out of that truck. You'll never get out of that truck. You got to step up your game. You got to raise the bar. When you start delivering what your ideal customer avatar, the one over there putting the premium fuel in their tank, when you start delivering an experience to that customer that they appreciate, then you keep doing that on a daily basis with every customer, every interaction, with every opportunity, without exception and watch what happens. That's the difference between going to the gym and doing these little things here and going to the gyms and doing it right and sticking to it every day. And before you know it, I want to talk. So anyway, Pete Ramsey here, HVAC Greatness. Love you guys, man. Keep your priorities straight. What's important, right? God, family, your customers, your employees, your community. Give back. Don't be a greedy like those other guys. You be special, and special things will happen. Pete Ramsey here, HVAC Greatness. I am out. Y'all take care.